I'm telling you, hawachesi na hawacheki. Tutasoma sisi tu kwa magazeti. Fulani ndio huyo tena ameenda, huyo siku nyingine fulani ndio huyo ameenda. So kila mtu pahali alipo.
In my military life, I have come to learn the reality of human mortality. I have appreciated that life is finite, humans are mortal, and life is short. One morning, you are with a healthy colleague. The next minute, he is ashes and gone forever. Now you see him, now you don't. Seeing colleagues die in war, in accidents, or in sicknesses, the reality of human mortality lives with us each day. The remembrance parades, the funeral rites, imprints in us the eventual end of life and service, whether as a serving person or as a veteran. These final motions we go through imprints in our minds the reality of the end of life on earth. One verse that comes to memory every time I witness these motions, and some I witnessed even this week. John 11:25, where Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believes in me, though he dies, yet shall he live. This gives me the assurance that life on earth is in God's hands. So, and when it ends, because of my faith, I know, yet shall I live.
Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. I want to tell you something, that internet don't lie. In as much as you can think that maybe you've done something or you've said something in form of a video, and you posted it online, not unless maybe you follow it and delete it, it will stay there for as many years as possible. Like, for example, this video that now I'm playing here, or the videos that we've been playing and posting. The videos will be watched even with our grandchildren, the great-grandchildren, if at all they will not be deleted by anyone in the internet. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because of this issue of Oscar Sudi. We know very well that Oscar Sudi is a very much close, great friend of William Samoei Ruto, that is the president. And we even saw it during the meeting, the security meeting, where immediately after the death of, after the plane crash, the meeting that was held in the State House, there was no any member of parliament, no senator, no MP that attended that meeting, but Oscar Sudi was present in that meeting. So this one shows us how very much close Oscar Sudi is to William Ruto. And he was not even questioned why he's in the meeting or why he was not questioned. So in short, it means that there is a place that Oscar Sudi is holding in this government that no one understands and no one knows. Unless that day that things will be turned, now that we'll know what is really going on. Now, yesterday, there is something that Babu Owino was asking. There are a lot of questions that Babu Owino was asking. And I think I played them down in the videos below, in one of the videos below, about 11 questions that Babu Owino was asking. And it didn't even take something like 2 to 3 hours before Oscar Sudi replied. So that is what I want us to talk about. But before we do that, I'd like to give you a chance to go to the comment section to tell me what you're thinking, and also subscribe if it is the first time that we're meeting. You can also subscribe or also like our videos. As I normally say, that feedback is normally the key thing in any form of communication. You can tell us where you're watching us from and how the videos are reaching you. And I'll not fail to say thank you to those who have been giving us support, those who are joining us, Thank you very much. May God bless you, because it is only through you that these videos are finding worthy and people are watching them. It is only through that we're being encouraged every now and then to put videos at any time and where at the moment we are receiving them. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Asante sana. Now, back to our discussion. I'm telling you, I've told you something that internet don't lie. So in as much as maybe you might be thinking, or maybe you can pretend maybe to be hiding something, or maybe you can be pretending that maybe you are doing something, and there will be no evidence. At long last, evidence will be there, no matter how many years it will take. So there is something that Oscar Sudi said concerning the issue of the late General Ogola. He was asking that he's still wondering why General Ogola is still working under KDF. I wanted to listen to this.
Kwisha. Number 2. Mtu anaitwa Ogola. Nashangaa vile tunaheshimu jeshi yetu. Wanakuanga na heshima kubwa sana Kenya na discipline. Hawapendangi indiscipline katika jeshi. Sijui mbona Ogola baada ya kazi mpaka leo. Na tuko na watu wengi tutasema kila siku. Hata kuna huyo mwingine wa AP alikuwa anajifanya yeye ndiye anasimamia hapo maneno ya usalama hapo Bomas. Na ndiye alikuwa kateli mkubwa, mkora mkubwa, alikuwa anataka kuleta kumwaga damu hii Kenya. Tutawaambia every day. Lakini kitu tunataka tuambie wa Kenya, msikubali na tutawahi mwaga damu kwa sababu hao wajinga. Ukishindwa kura kwenda nyumbani. Wacha kwenda kuungana pale kusema unajua tukifanya hivi itafanyika hivi, tukipanga hii itafanyika ile. Mungu ni mzuri sana. 207 208 tuliona maneno ya haifai. Juzi walikuwa wamepanga sana. Sijawahi kuona kwanza president mwenye amekuwa current president alafu akakuwa
So yesterday, after Babu Owino had asked the question that he asked, Oscar Sudi replied. You know, it is so funny. I want to read for you what Oscar Sudi said. This is what Oscar Sudi said to Babu Owino. Not anybody, but he replied directly to Babu Owino. And he was saying this. Babu Owino, he was saying that, Babu Owino, please be mature and sensitive. However much you are a politician, please do not politicize everything, even misfortunes like accidents. Grow up and be sensitive to Kenyans and the families that lost their loved ones. We've lost many people through accidents, either by air or by road. Do not be quick to conclude. Give the investigators time to tell us what really happened. I personally knew General Francis Ogola after he was appointed CDF. He was mature, wise, and calm man. Please accord him respect even when he is deceased. The same military ranks that flies alongside with the president are the same rank that flew alongside General Ogola. Stop the pettiness. There was no leadership wrangles in the military. There was no contest in succession. General Ogola would have clearly finished up his term and retire peacefully. FYI, why would someone be interested in influencing the leadership of the military, yet the same person has presidency at hand? Be sensitive. The country is mourning the loss of 9 gallant military officers. Do not trivialize such a huge loss. Be human. Now, in Oscar Sudi's statement, there are 2 things that I want us to look at. Number 1, first of all, Oscar Sudi is pretending as if he knows General Ogola very well, as if he understands Ogola. But he's saying something that I personally knew General Ogola after he was elected the CDF. So it means that all along, Oscar Sudi did not even know who General Ogola was. Even the claim that he was claiming, even when he was claiming that he's wondering why the Kenya Defense Force is still holding General Ogola in the office. So it means that he did not know who General Ogola was, and he had never met him until the day he was appointed to be the CDF. That is when now he knew who General Ogola was. You know, you cannot talk about someone whom you just knew simply because of the position that he held, or simply because he was given a better position than where he was, and yet this person is the same person he talked ill about. And Sudi is also continuing and saying, Sudi is also saying that we've lost many people. You know, this statement, we've lost many people through accidents, either by air or by roads. So, okay, we've lost many people. I told you yesterday that generals don't just die. These guys don't just die. If you see that a general has died, or maybe something as a general has died, there is something fishy that has happened. We don't want to conclude yet, but these guys don't just die. Because these are the people that have got the highest security level, like the president. So after they are the second in rank after the security that is given to the president. They are also the most protected people in the government. So these guys don't just die. So when you're telling us that we've lost many people through accident, so you want to, in short, you're trying to compare, Sudi is trying to compare the death of the accidents that have been happening in the roads, like that one of Chavakali, the one of Chavakali boys, and the accident that has been happening along Salga, with this one of Francis Ogola, General. Those are two different accidents. And these are two different people. In as much as they are human beings, but now we have to look at the rank. Which position did this person hold in the government? And why is it that is the only person that is targeted? You know, in as much as we are talking, sometimes we also need to look at. And I've told you that internet, you know, there is no way Sudi will come out publicly to deny what he said with what he's saying. You can't just tell us that that these are a normal accident. And this one is just a normal accident. No, it's not normal accident. This one is more serious than a normal accident. This one is more serious than a plane crash. So it means that if the president right now occurs to be maybe to involve himself in an accident, either aircraft or maybe a road accident, and he dies, we'll also take it as normal accident. No, let us just pretend. In case the president right now involves himself in an accident, so maybe he dies, or maybe in a plane crash, we'll pretend that this one is also a normal accident. That one is according to Sudi, not according to me. According to Sudi, that is according to Sudi's statement, that we've lost a lot of people, either in a plane crash or in a road accident. And he's going ahead and saying that do not be quick to conclude, give the investigators time to tell us what really happened. Okay, you are saying that we've lost a lot of people in either road accidents or maybe plane crash. And then you're telling us, Babu, you're telling us now that we should give room for investigators to tell us what really happened. I don't know what you think concerning the words of Sudi, because I find them, I find it pathetic, or I find it insensitive for a leader, or a political leader for that matter, to come out publicly and say things like this. It doesn't add up and they don't make sense. I just want to listen. I want to give you a chance at the comment section so that I can also listen to what you're saying concerning these bitter words of Sudi concerning the death of General Ogola. Until we meet again, I have been your host, Boniface Owino. Bye-bye.